Okay. The Disability Discrimination Act defines a disability as disability in relation to a person, means a disorder or malfunction that results in the person learning differently from a person without the disorder or malfunction. All educators and education providers in Australia have obligations under the Disability Discrimination Act and the Disability Standards for Education to support students with a disability. This means that educators must make reasonable adjustments to allow students with a disability to participate and learn to the same capacity as those without a disability. Dyslexia is a language and learning disability which disrupts how the brain processes written language. People with dyslexia have trouble reading and related skills. Dyslexia falls under the specific learning disorder category. This category has three main subtypes: reading, which is dyslexia, writing, dysgraphia, and maths, which is dyscalculia. Dyslexia makes it hard for a person to read and write and use language. The severity of dyslexia can range from minor problems with spelling to complete illiteracy. It is estimated that 10 to 15% of school-aged children have dyslexia. Symptoms of dyslexia can include difficulty spelling words, trouble learning the names of letters, problems telling letters apart with similar shapes, trouble rhyming, reluctance to read aloud in class, trouble sounding out new words, and trouble associating sounds with letters or parts of words. It can also include trouble learning how sounds go together and mixing up positions of sounds. The gradual release of responsibility model is an instructional framework designed to shift the cognitive load from teacher-led instruction to independent student practice over time. This is attached as a video. I'll put the link at the end of the... By using the gradual release of responsibility framework, the cognitive load is reduced for students. This reduces task frustration and task avoidance. By having students less frustrated, they'll be more engaged with the content, and a reduced cognitive load allows them to feel confident in the work they are completing and more likely to be engaged. Gradual release of responsibility framework builds confidence and autonomy through scaffolded support and allows students to have clear expectations, which creates a predictable environment leading to fewer disruptive behaviours. The gradual release of responsibility framework also encourages self-regulation through repeated success. The gradual release of responsibility framework breaks down tasks into manageable steps, which are modelled and practiced before moving on to independent work. This minimises confusion and prevents off-task and disengaged behaviours. Positive reinforcement can also be used during the we do and you do phases to encourage participation and on-task behaviour. Inclusive collaborative partnerships are also an important part of student progression. Teachers can work with parents and carers to reinforce strategies at home and share insights about triggers of students and their successes. Teacher aides can help to deliver the gradual release of responsibility in small groups or one-on-ones. Speech pathologists can also assist with phonological strategies and language processing and help the teacher apply these strategies within the classroom.